have Susie and me, Olivia, and Katie behind the scenes today.
Hello, everybody.
So you'll hear her little voice back there.
Feel free to ask me questions.
And we have a very timely topic today. Some clients were asking a question yesterday about some data sheets and some information stuff that was out there on a property, and that made us realize that not everybody knows what the infamous MLS is.
MLS. Hello, Brooke. Brooke says she's waving at us.
Good morning,
She's not
Brooke.
saying hi. She's emojiing us.
She's emojiing us.
We're back to breaking up the mystery of all the acronyms we use here today.
Yes, we've done that before, and so that's another one. So the MLS, I remember when I very first started real estate, the older agents would call it the magical listing service.
Oh.
Magical.
Catchy.
And what's interesting is I was actually looking this up this morning, and the MLS has been around for like horribly crazy long amounts of times. Something I read actually put it back hundreds and hundreds of years.
Wow.
Except what you girls don't remember is we used to have little books.
Yeah, well, so I was saying there was something before online.
Little booklets, and they were 3-ring bound, and they came out, I don't know, every so often, and they'd have the MLS. Now it's all online. But anyway, it's actually the multiple listing service. I have digressed, and I'll come back now.
Focus.
And focus. So the MLS, the multi-listing service, is a listing that realtors participate in. And not all real estate agents participate. Not all real estate agents are realtors. And the MLS is where we put our listings. We offer compensation to the other agents that participate. So I guess you could say it's like the cool kids club. And we work together because when we list a property, like if I list your home, I'm going to want to make sure that all the buyers out there are looking at it, and not all the buyers that are out there are going to be working with me. So I want to make sure that everybody else is on the team to get your house sold. So we offer compensation, which is what gets everybody involved. But what matters to you as a consumer so much is that all those properties are there. So if you come in to see Susie and say, I need 3 bedrooms and 2 baths and a 2-car garage, you can actually get in there, search it out. Doesn't matter which company has it listed, it's going to be in there if they participate. So it's super helpful that way. As a seller, it gets you additional exposure, obviously. But it's something I feel like people want to make sure you know your real estate agent is participating in that, because otherwise you miss out on a lot. So if you're not in the MLS service, if your agent isn't, your house isn't going to show up in those searches that Susie does. As a seller, you're missing out, but also as a buyer, those houses aren't going to be there and as easily available for you. So it's kind of I'm talking a lot.
I'm sorry, you're doing so well. And not just in the MLS, but in our local Fremont County MLS. Other agents, and I'm newer, but I had someone who said that they had just listed their house and thought that they were in the MLS, but it turns out it wasn't the Fremont County MLS. So it does put them at a little bit of a disadvantage for marketing their property, which is actually just on the outskirts of Riverton. So
right.
And I think too, like Olivia kind of mentioned, I'm talking from behind. We don't intentionally even mean to miss those houses, but just like you knew about that, Susie, but I wouldn't even know those people have listed their house.
Right.
You know, so if I had someone looking for just that, I may not even mention it to a buyer. Not that I wouldn't love to sell it for them.
Right.
We don't even know about it.
Yeah, you don't know about it. So especially our counterparts in Du Bois, this is a big problem there that I know they've struggled with, because some of the agents in Du Bois participate in the Jackson MLS instead of the Fremont County MLS. And so, like, if I'm taking a buyer up to Du Bois, which I don't do a lot, but if I happen to be doing that, I don't have access to the Jackson MLS because that's not my area of expertise. I don't
Pay dues.
hang out there. I don't do dues there. I don't do any of that. And so in Du Bois, some of the agents don't have access to that who actually work and live there. So it's something that you should be asking your agent especially when you're selling.
Right.
Because with the internet, it's really easy for me. If I'm taking somebody to Du Bois, I can Google it. I can call those Jackson real estate agents and say, hey, do you have this property still available? I can work with them, whatever. But as a seller, I feel like often you're really missing out if you're not in the right MLS. So that is super important. One of the things I want to talk about is how it worked, and I think we kind of talked about that a little bit, but we offer out a paycheck because everybody is going to their work for a paycheck. And so that way Susie knows for sure that if she sells you that house, that agency is going to pay her. And so if your house isn't in the MLS, that's another thing that can potentially be an issue, is if your agent isn't offering out compensation to other agents in the county, then you only have basically one real estate agent working for you. And so you're losing out on a lot of people who maybe know different people and who are part of different circles of influence out there too. So also when you go on realtor.com to search, all those properties that are on realtor.com are in an MLS somewhere at least. So if you're a real estate agent who's not a realtor at all, none of your properties are going to be on realtor.com. And so that's just kind of another piece of that. Zillow has kind of joined the game, and a lot of agents are letting their properties in the MLS be pulled to Zillow to increase the accuracy, but not all of them are. So sometimes Zillow still isn't as up to date as realtor.com because of that. So it's just super important, and it's something I just think people don't even know to ask. So it was one of those things where we wanted to take some time and teach you guys things you need to know when selling a house.
All those fun acronyms.
Right.
We'll get you all learned up.
If you have questions, want to know more about it, just give us a call. Any of us can answer your questions. Susie knows more, even though she's not talking. She's just letting me ramble on.
She did good. I'm impressed. Yay, Susie.
Not me.
Yeah.
Ramble.
See?
Tell me to shut up. So
No,
you can
Olivia
talk
knows
more.
her stuff, so you listen to these videos and I listen to these videos on the side along with the rest of you usually, so.
There's always something new to learn, but it's funny because we take these things for granted, and so when we think of it, we want to let you know. So thanks for joining us.
Bye, guys.